All right, round two of this video. Just recorded a bunch and my SD card errored out in my GoPro, so we're gonna try this again. All right, so I'm gonna teach you how to get a KO motor running on your BAC4000 or 8000 if you have either one. I'm running a BAC8000, got a KO motor. I got it mainly for the cooling, but the ability to turn it up and actually run higher wattages is pretty cool. I'm running about 18 kilowatts usually, 15, 14 when I'm just cruising around, but it's super simple. You're gonna use a kilowatt app to get this done. So I'm going to go through and show you how to do it. First thing you're going to do is download the Kilowatt app. You have to join the Discord and sign up to be a beta tester. But basically, it gives you access to the settings inside your BAC8000 without backdoor access. Allows anyone to tune it. If you already have a decent tune for your stock motor, you'll be able to set this up in no time and start running. So once you download the app, go ahead and open it. Turn on your bike and turn on your controller. And you will be able to use whatever controller you have, whether it's the ASCI or whatever it is, Egg Rider. You can set all that up within the app so you can use everything on there. It'll ask you to find your bike. You'll see like e-bike or whatever it's listed as once you start it, whatever your company named your back controller. But yeah, so once you get open, don't hit the gas or anything. First thing you're going to want to do is just do like a quick setup. You can do this and set up really any motor. It doesn't have to be a KO motor, but there are settings for the KO motor and it'll do a calibration and you'll be ready to ride. So first thing, go to the quick setup guide. Once it connects, click on motor. You can select whatever type of motor you have. We got the race spec from KO. Now, make sure your vehicle's on, or your bike's on stand. Make sure the wheel isn't going to hit anything because it is going to spin the wheel and it's going to calibrate the motor. So you'll hit continue. Boom, calibration is done. All right, so now our motor is calibrated. You can literally ride it right now. But if you want to go into your settings and change whatever you want, if you're running 72 volts, 60 volt, 48 volt, doesn't matter. You can go ahead and set them up in here, right? So I'm set up for a 60 volt. I'm running a Chai 60 Max. The stock settings it has that is 14,000 or 14 kilowatts across the board, but you can change that. Motor phase amps, the regen power limit, field weakening, basically anything you can do on your the settings you had with whatever tuner you had set up. You can also get into the throttle, right? So you can have throttle on and off voltage and you can calibrate that. So if you get a new throttle and you need to have it calibrated, you can calibrate it yourself. Also the deadband voltage. Then you also have the torque curve timing, right? So if you're getting throttle hang or you want a little more throttle hang when you let off or when you hit the throttle, you can do the same thing. I have mine set up how I like it, but as you can tell, the bike is ready to get in the clean mud here. Right? So basically I'm set up and good to go. If you're more advanced at tuning, you can get into more. You can add regen, brake on and off voltage, engine braking, how much engine braking you want. It's good for when you're like going down hills or you want to make it feel like you have a big bike. You can do that same thing. On your drivetrain, it has your motor settings, the gear settings, temperature limits if you want to change that, and you can actually get into the advanced settings of it and adjust all your speed for all your different power limits depending on what you're doing. And then more stuff that I don't even know how to use, but these are my settings if you want to copy mine that work with a KO motor. I wouldn't change anything on here unless you really know what you're doing. Console, right? So if you want to use an Egg Rider display, APT, or kilowatt, if you actually want to use your phone and set it up, you can do that. Eco and sport modes, what the power is. It also has reverse. So if you're stuck on a hill and you want to go up in reverse, you can set a button to have some reverse at a small, slow miles an hour. Warning displays, and then a dyno graph also, if you want to actually record the settings that are coming out of your controller. I'll also show you any controller warnings down here if you have some low voltage, or anything coming off the controller. If it does have a warning setting, it will trigger a warning. That's a quick and easy way to tune your bike. You can add as many bikes as you want. this is my KO setup, and that's pretty much how you can get this running, and it's as smooth as you could believe, right? It's just as smooth as the tune I had from Motoclops. Maybe it's running off some of the same information that was there, but it allowed me to get my KO motor running, and I've had no issues with it. I've shared quite a few videos of me doing hill climbs and riding with others, and on my previous video, you'll see me chasing around my buddy Malcolm in his bike. So runs fantastically. 18 kilowatts is insane. 20 I tested on the street just to see it, but you can't keep the front end down. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment, message, whatever. You can find me on Facebook or shoot me a message here on YouTube, and I'll share how, any of the tweaking tunes that I know. But again, it's nothing advanced. Anyone can do this. So if you just want a little bit more power, or you want some cooling because you're overheating the stock motor like I did, doing some gnarly hill climbs, then this is the best way to go. And I haven't had any issues with cooling. And I'm running, I used to run about 14 kilowatts. Now I'm running 18 kilowatts. No issues with cooling. I think the hottest I got the motor yesterday was about 145 up some of the steeper hills. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this helps everyone out.